AI responses you can actually trust, that's structured output. It transforms unreliable text into precise, machine-readable data. I will show you exactly how to implement it for CrewAI by building a stock analysis agent as an example. And at the end, you will get the complete code as usual. Let's swarm. So, the first thing is what I want to talk about with you is what is structured output exactly when you're working with LLM. So, basically, structured output in the context of large language models refers to the practice of constraining the model's response to follow a specific predefined format or schema, rather than generating free-form unstructured text. This approach ensures that the output is organized, consistent, and machine-readable, making it easier to parse and integrate into downstream applications such as APIs, databases, or automated workflows. And this exactly is the key point. So, now we know what it is. So the question is why it's important. And the two main points why it's very important to use it, because it can reduce hallucinations. And as already mentioned before, it's about machine readability. So structured outputs constraints dramatically limit the model's ability to generate false information. Why? Because it has less, large language models generate the next token or the next word on probability. If you put it like a box around and decrease the amount of possibilities, of course, the chances of hallucination, like giving outputs that don't exist, that does not make sense, are decreasing. And of course, the next thing, which I will show you soon in an example, is that the output has to be, if you want to use it in programming, if you want to use it in automation workflows, it has to be returned in a way that it's easily for a machine to read, for example, your Python code or any kind of code. So here's an example. Many times it happens that you prompt the LLM with something, and what it is returning is like a string or like some kind of message, then the output you actually want, and another message. And this is very unreliable because sometimes it doesn't have the message here, sometimes it's adding like some ... now starts like the JSON and things like that. So to catch all of this with code is quite inconvenient. Of course you can do that, but there's a much better way. And this is by using structured data. So here you see on the right side what we actually want. I'll just make it a little bigger for you. So this is the part which we actually want to be returned. So question now is how are we going to do that in CrewAI? So the thing is, first what you have to gonna do is you go to the documentation and open this link. I will paste the link in the description below so we're easily able to access it. And then here we have the section of CrewAI, and the solution in CrewAI is using CrewAI together with Pydantic. So the output Pydantic probably allows you to define a Pydantic model, which is here, for example, a block. Pydantic model that the task output should conform to. And this ensures exactly what we were discussing before. So this is exactly how you actually do it. And now I'm going to show you in a real world example, in a stock analysis agent, how you can actually implement that in CrewAI, in your CrewAI agents. So, as said, I built a little workflow, and the workflow does the following. It takes the stock ticker as input, then it calls the Yahoo Finance API, and which will return the stock data. And we will together with the stock data and some Warren Buffett investment principles, we will provide the agent for the analysis process, and then it returns us structured investment analysis. So what kind of data we wanted to be returned is the following. We defined the following models. Here's the tool call. We have two models actually, which is like the investment analysis itself, which is we want to have a reasoning, a rating, the relevant KPIs, which are the decision is based on, and some improvement requirements. And the relevant KPIs is a list of this model, which is just like a key and a rating. Okay, so just let's give it a shot. We're gonna run it. And here we have the response, which is very structured. We first have the general rating, we have the relevant KPIs. It's always like a key and a rating. For example, the market cap is perfect. Then we have the PE ratio. It's not so good. So it means it's pretty expensive right now. And then we have like the EPS, we have the dividend yield, the profit margin, and things like that. Then we have the reasoning, and we have the overall rating, which is 8 of 10, and we have the relevant KPIs returned. Just one hint, this is not an investment advice from my side or from the LLM. It might be, but of course you have to double check it yourself. You cannot just buy those stocks. Perfect. If you liked the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.